Indeed, greetings unto you, my beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me again in this space on another video, another live stream, another moment, if you will. I appreciate you being here with me. It's cold because it's like kind of overcast today. Even though we don't really get winter, we don't really get rain in the winter. We've had some overcast weather. Has been kind of nice, but I think it would be better if we actually get some of the rain accompanying it. Man, I'm feeling some things already with the title that I wrote down. Every particle contains the potential of the whole. Oh. Hey, man, that was fast. Hey, Aunt P, it's so nice to have you here. Jovan, it's so nice to have you here as well, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me, you two beautiful souls. Aunt P, it was so nice tuning into your stream again this morning. Your morning, my afternoon. Just always such a blessed time. Like I had this weird moment where I imagined myself looking up at that big tree, like IRL, in person, and just being like completely awe-encompassed. And then I also imagined myself like taking a piece of wood from that felled branch, if you will, and making myself something off of that. I'm not sure what I would want to make, but I do feel like I want to make something. Take a piece of that tree with me. Maybe I'll capture a little bit of the wisdom that it had. Good morning, Aaron. It's so nice to have you here, my friend. Man, how are you feeling, dude? How's life been treating you? I want to ask more, but I feel that's enough for you to answer me. So I thought I could be a little bit adventurous with the camera angle today and move closer to this tree, but out of shade because it's overcast. And now we're getting sunlight. It is nice though. It might be overexposed and we might get hectic shadows, but we're here for it. I'm thinking of an intention to set for this water I'm drinking right now, but I feel like the intention I want to set is like a whole sentence. Every particle contains the potential of the whole. Unity, I guess, because in that it basically means the previous thing, right? So yeah, every step I take, I'm becoming aware of unity. There's this really surreal thing. Like I've been listening to binaural beats. Like I have this whole little set of binaural beats that I string together. I call it Souls in Session. And accompanying those binaural beats, I do like these breathwork exercises. And man, like there's a point that you reach where you literally feel like you can't differentiate where your body starts or like where your hands are on your chest. Like you don't feel the pressure, you don't feel the separation of them, you know, and that feeling of non-separation is absolutely blissful. We already are, you know, in a union with nature, with this earth, with one another. All we have to do is realize that and strengthen that. Do it intentionally, if you will. Helene, hey to you as well, my friend. Glorious sunlight, yeah. The sunlight is nice and cool, though. Like I might drop the blanket, but it is nice and cool sunlight. Gob is here as well, and not overexposed. That sounds stonks to me. Wow, I'm actually feeling a lot better. I'm so happy to hear that, dude. I was sending you all of the vibes, dude. Here we send each other vibes, man. Right? We feel into this space. I feel so at home at this point. I know that's a weird thing to say, But every single time I sit down, I hit that go live button, it feels like there is this genuine sense of home. Like I'm I know what to expect, I know where it is I am, and I feel into that. Again, it's a unity, right? It is a unity. You can't deny it. Doom, 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 doom. Good morning and boop Melchobot. Thank you, my friend. How was your steak, boop? Did you have some steak last night? Oh, maybe Aunt B had some steak last night. Hey, Scarmelia, it's nice to have you here, my friend. Aunt B is also like, my steak? Was I supposed to get steak? I missed out on the steak that I was supposed to have. Lane, Gob, Scar, all the hobies rolling. I want some steak now. Now I want some steak as well. We're going to eat some fried chicken tonight. It's already been prepared. And man, I'm getting hungry again. Since my brother returned, we're getting into exercising properly again. And that dude is hardcore. He's really strong. He's definitely stronger than I am. And he just kind of goes hardcore, you know. Like where I'll do like 4 sets of assisted pull-ups, he'll do like 8 sets of unassisted pull-ups. Yeah, the dude is just a machine. He's an absolute machine. I love him so much. He pushes me to work out harder. So we've been doing that, and as a result of that, I've been getting so freaking hungry. But I mean, that's a good thing, right? I did like say the other day that I wasn't that hungry anymore, so here we are again. now I'm getting to the point where I am hungry. This morning stream, I had a growly tummy. I was like, goodness, this was a good dance. I need to go eat something now. I'm nervous saying that. Emotions are kind of unpredictable in that sense, but I'm feeling much more grounded and connected. I think it's because I was hugged recently. Oxytocin, real, genuine human connection. Like, I feel, you know, but yeah, I have a big ass oxytocin tattoo right here. I'm gonna show you, friends. Yeah, I will show you, just so you can see what an oxytocin molecule looks like. Can you see the whole of it? That is an oxytocin molecule. It's basically the hormone that gets released when you kiss someone, if you hug someone, literally a pat on the back, or, you know, someone giving you a massage. All of that stuff releases oxytocin into your body. And as Aaron said, it's a hormone that gets released. Like, I feel there is, man, this might be a little bit of my hippie side talking, but I believe that even though this chemical is indicative of love, I don't feel the chemical itself is love. I believe the chemical is what's released when you perceive love, if that makes any sense. It's like you witness this being kissing you, hugging you, like giving you a tap on the shoulder or massaging you, and you witness and you understand that that can be done out of love. And then because of that understanding that this thing is happening to you from a place of love, your body releases this oxytocin and you feel that sensation, you know, that visceral chemical sensation. And man, I had my ass kicked a lot by oxytocin in my life, because it definitely was something that I felt I was lacking in a lot of ways. And my initial understanding of it was, you know, the other way around. Like, I need this thing in order to feel what love is. You know, I need this oxytocin. And that's why I like kind of got the tattoo in the first place, is to, in a very painful and aware, present way, tattoo the thing onto my body that I feel I have the least amount of understanding about. Because I feel I have a kind of decent understanding of serotonin and dopamine and cortisol, testosterone, even estrogen, and I mean, I can go into the rest of them, but those are like the base ones that really drive your behavior. I understand my own behavior in relation to those chemicals, but I've never been able to be so sure when it comes to oxytocin. What a trip. What a trip. Our human bodies are really cool things. There's so much good barbecue ribs too, lol. That sounds very nice to me as well, man. You know what I meant? Steak. Good morning, Scar. How's the movie going? I'm also curious, Scar. Like you should be at your grandma's place at the moment, right? If I don't have my wires crossed. Yater, it's so nice to have you here as well. So many friends already here. I love it. Good day, everyone. Good day to you, Yater. Good day to you, Nate. Greetings and eternal blessings, my friend. Do you like cheese? I love cheese. Cheese is the best. That's a little bit hectic, dude. You can't say cheese is the best. There's puppies in the world. Yeah, cheese is great, not the best. Melt is so consistent that starting streams at the same time, I always know when to look. I try to, Goob, I do try to. I feel like a consistent stream time helps for that exactly. Like that if you're in a place where you would like to feel that connection, and that like maybe past, that you'll have to only wait X amount of hours, and then again in this type of time frame you can tune into these streams. And man, like as I was sitting down, I was going through this loop in my own head of, we're not trying to become dependent on each other. That's not what we're doing here. This is not a co-dependence. This is a co-creation. Like by us becoming aware of each other's presence in this world, we can encourage each other to become the best versions of ourselves. We can encourage each other in a loving way, an understanding way, because we're all in this life together. It's not a we need each other to live this life. It's we get to help each other in this life. Like it should be, again, coming from a place of abundance in yourself and a want to give to the world first and foremost. And then if you feel like you sometimes lack a little bit of that abundance, is when you can reach out to someone who may be feeling in their state in more of an abundant state, right? That's where, again, the whole light buddy thing comes from. If we have so many friends here in this space that can love each other, that can communicate with each other, we're going to save this world. Every single one of us, one by one, we're going to save this world. Boop. I just had to call and ask if I can come back today to get my garden moved. My garden moved because I had to go to the ER yesterday. What happened, Scarmelia? I'm very sorry to hear that, my friend. But I'm just imagining, like, you're hiring a bunch of people that comes and moves your garden, like unroots the grass, pulls the trees. Like, thank you. I'll take my garden with me. And you go to wherever it is you are. Like, I'm imagining now comically as well, like the garden that you get is significantly bigger than the garden that you had. And then there's just like this patch of garden inside of your bigger garden. I'm sorry if you're not feeling my jokes right now, Scarmelia. I love you, my friend. Just joined. Thank you for joining us, Hertz. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the wholesome. Hey, Lazy P. It's been a while. It's nice to have you here. Candace, it's nice to see you as well. Are y'all, you are the beach? Yes. Y'all, you are the beach I ams. No, friend. That is a mountain and grass fields. But you're the second person that asked me if I'm at the beach. It's interesting. Maybe because of the wind noise. Hope everyone is doing fine. I am James. How are you doing? I don't understand Arabic, friend, but I'm gonna assume the first message says, man, I'm feeling so happy. And the second message says, I'm gonna go out into the world and love. That's what I assume it means. Love the scarf. Thank you, friend. This was a gift from my mom. I have 3 pashminas, technically 4, but the other one I feel is more like a mini blanket than a pashmina, so I don't wear that one. So I have 3 pashminas. This one my mom gave me, the one Christian gave me, the other one Adam gave me. So yeah, I'm collecting. Maybe cut your hair too, maybe nah, not just yet. Oh, that's the next message in Arabic. I believe it's Arabic, I might be butchering it as well, says, after I love everyone in the world, I'm also going to become aware that I have to love myself. Yes, I agree, friend. That scarf is awesome. No, you. For a moment, I thought it was Heath Ledger. There's so much wrong with that, because one, Heath Ledger is unfortunately no longer on this planet with us. Not in his his old form, and two, why would Heath Ledger be streaming on Reddit? It would be so sick though. Imagine tuning into Heath Ledger's actual stream. You're just gonna get a bunch of like Joker trolls though. I'm sure. Don't be rude. I don't think anyone is rude actually. I'm pretty feeling good actually at the moment. I did not know. You did not know about the oxytocin thing? I'm guessing. Maybe you can get laser tattoo removal. I'm okay actually, dude. Like I got the tattoo of a reason at the end of the day. His hair is fine, you hater. It's I mean, like I'm really chill. I didn't even anticipate or appreciate or like think of it as hate at all. Are you at the beach? No, I'm not. Another languages I don't understand. I saw your nippy. Sign up to my OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans. That was just a joke. I had to like correct myself so fast because I imagine getting insta banned by a mod. I love you, friend. I don't have an OnlyFans. I promise. That's really cool tattoo. Thanks for sharing it with us. Thank you, friend. Big one. Wow. Yeah, it's got a big. Oh, you didn't know about the tattoo? I'm guessing, Aaron. It's like a. It was a serpent in my lever. It was a like a point of reckoning that I had to come to, and I feel I have. I feel I understand it now significantly better than I did 1 year ago. Right now, and I'm pretty sure 1 year from now I'm going to have an even better understanding about that, and that's fantastic. I look forward to it. That sounds painful. Like I can make it sound even more painful. Like a tattoo gun has like a revolution of. I actually did the math, but now I'm trying to backtrack it. I like calculated that I got stabbed like 700,000 times. Getting that tattoo. If you calculate the revolution of the actual needle going in and out of your skin, multiplied by the amount of time that you got the tattoo for, you basically get an average number of how many times you got stabbed. So I can say I've been stabbed 700,000 plus times. Cool. Sick. How many people can? I mean, probably everyone that has tattoos and things in that way. So cute. Love you too, friend. Embrace the hippie side. I try to. Right on the ribs too, that had to hurt. Yeah, so I basically, like the reason I got it specifically, so it comes from like basically where the edge of your heart stops, and then this is like just ribs. So I went and I googled, because I knew the reason I was getting this oxytocin molecule tattooed is to be so viscerally aware of it. So I went and googled where is the most painful place that you can get a tattoo, and it was either like on your ribs. I think they said like on your fingers or something, and like in private areas. And I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling fingers, not feeling the other one either. So ribs it is. And dude, like the pain was so visceral that I had like undulations, if that makes any sense. Like my entire body was like shaking with my heart beating. And the dude was like, at some point he stopped tattooing me and he typed in his phone and he's like, too many undulations. That's why I used that word as well. I would have used like heartbeats, but the translation was undulations. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude, what am I supposed to do? And I just became super aware of my breath. And my heart calmed down. It was fantastic. It was such a cool experience. I think it was meant to click on you. Your words helped me this morning. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining me here as well, friend. Like, I really do this with this intention of love, Like, I don't always talk about, a specific topic or bring the same opinion. I feel our opinions are going to change over the course of our lives as well, constantly. But we do try and be open, try and be truthful, try and experience as much as we possibly can. And it's been 187 days of doing just that, friend. Of showing up and streaming. Yep. This dude's lagging, or me, I'm lagging, friend. I'm always behind on chat. I'm sorry. I try and give every single one of you time. So, take me time. The dude. Hey, Brasburton. It's nice having you here, dude. And don't worry. Did you make it to the front page, 5K watchers? It seems we did. Hello, front page friends. To all of you who are new, I'm Meltmore. We show up here. Cheers to you, friends. Mm-mm-mm. It's cutting in and out a little bit. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the hugs. Thank you for the friends that are here. Thank you for the wholesome. Where are you? I live in South Africa, my friend. Video quality is not great. Frustrating. I mean, I have full bars. I don't know if our internet is wacky. I'm sorry if that is the case. If you want to catch this video in like a proper aspect ratio, I do upload them to YouTube as well. If it's unbearable to watch and you want to catch up. What is your profession? I am a former child, friend. Melt more. Enjoy it, love. Thank you so much, Cable. Love to you as well, my friend. Homeless Stephen Crowder. Oh, good day to you. Cheese is amazing. It's the only thing that I'll have in my fridge in my new apartment so far. I mean, at least you have cheese, dude. 6K front page, what? Stonks, dude. Stonks, Uncle Becky. It's so nice, friend. Thank you for the wholesome. What's up, Reddit? How's it, man? It's good. Steam's really cutting. I'm so sorry to hear that because it seems it's for more than just for like one friend. So it's probably my fault, or it's like Reddit API problem, which I wouldn't be surprised by. What did you smoke? I didn't smoke anything, friend. I did have half an edible though, so if anything, it's probably that. Can't hear you. Press this button. This button will help you hear me. But that's because you are so famous. I'm definitely very much not famous, Cable. Very much not so. Like, fame is such an arbitrary idea. Like, but okay, so when someone says like even if every single person on planet Earth had to tune into the stream at the same time, I still would not consider myself famous because 10,000, 100,000, a million years into the future, you know, like, will I be remembered? So an attachment to wanting fame or wanting this ultimate recognition, even if you get it, it's still going to be for naught. So yeah, you know, life. This is what it's really about. Being able to share these spaces with friends. Oh geez, another charlatan. Yes, I'm a charlatan. I like the word charlatan. I don't know exactly what it means though, but I do like it. Weird Al wouldn't touch that scarf. Are you throwing shade on my scarf? What did it do to deserve your shade, dude? Look, it has flowers. You can't hate on flowers. Bees like flowers, dude. And we like bees here on Reddit. Freaking can't hate flowers. If this guy starts talking about vibrations, I swear, dude, the universe is vibrating. I can talk about whatever I want to, dude. I think this is beautiful. It's awesome. Love to you, my friend. Enjoy the love, spirit brother. Thank you so much. Cable, thank you for the hugs, Kristen. This is how I sound on acid. Jeez, I miss it. So that makes me think, friend, because I'm not on acid right now, you know. I did have a really good meditation session, but what I believe is that this state of mind and the way we're feeling when we're in a psychedelic state, it's achievable, you know, through natural means as well. And I believe breath, just becoming aware of your breath, can be so psychedelic. It's like this power that you give yourself over yourself. Everything is vibration at the end of the day, Kevo. We choose to help each other. That is why I love all of you. We are a special group. I cherish it. The light is thick here, friend. Yes, Uncle Becky. I'm so grateful, my friend. No, you're not. You're damn human. Yes, I am. I am a very small and insignificant human being. On the grand scheme of things. But I get to live an absolutely vast and full life from my perspective because of my small, insignificant nature, you know. And it's from that knowing that I know I don't know. And that's okay. Patiently waiting for the casuals to dip out of the stream. Lol. It's like that sometimes. Like we go to the front page every now and then, but there's only a certain select few of friends that will always, stay for the long run, that are in it to win it, if you will. And I love you friends who stay. I appreciate you friends who are here for a second. I want to say just as much, because I love your presence. But like the just as much as I love you, I can continue loving you just as much if you stay longer. So as a result, you get more love, even though it's the same love. Yeah. Lawyer of love. Hey, THC Sam. It's nice to see you again, friend. It's been a while. You aren't a solution to anything. No. Because if I was a solution to things, I would be able to dissolve them. And I do consider myself melt more, but it's more the melting of myself first. Awesome, vibe and positive message, the light. This is the way, friend. I'll take your word for it. Thank you for the hugs, friend. Solution to his money problems. Okay, no, I won't, lol. Love you, shine on. Where are you? I live in South Africa, my friend. I live from Ireland. Nice to meet you. Welcome to South Africa. Dope Pashmina. Thank you, Tucker. Whoa, that's so pretty. Hello from Storm Surge, Florida. Thank you for joining us. Waar in SA is jy? Ek is in Mpumalanga audio, my friend. Love the good vibes, and I love you, friend. That's why we're here, to share good vibes with one another, Like the reason we're here together, and I know it's cliche to say, is because everything we've done in our entire lives have led us to being here right now in this moment. And being able to share a moment like this with each other is not something that humanity was capable of doing even 5 years ago, right? So this is literally a new level of consciousness that we're actively exploring, and I feel unlocking, that genuine interconnected consciousness and understanding of one another, that we can tune into something together and co-create with that. It's so powerful, and I really look forward to what it's going to hold for our future. It would be better if you didn't arbitrarily love Earth's worst animal just because he is you. I like that, actually. Man, that's an interesting saying. Because what you're saying is technically accurate, right? Earth's worst animal, at least in the scope of destruction, definitely is the human being. But if you want to think of it in the scope of creation, it's also the best being. Because we human beings can really create, even be it a conversation. You can create an entire mental state inside of another being just through a conversation. We're so powerful as beings, and that's why I love us. Where are you from? I think I've said it enough times by now. To you friends who wonder, ask someone, see someone in chat and just text them, hey, you, where is Meltmore from? And they'll probably tell you, I'm from South Africa. Pashmina, great word, right? I actually learned it on stream, Uncle Becky. I didn't know what the word Pashmina meant, and then someone was like, the thing you're wearing around your neck is a Pashmina. And I was like, huh, neat. You learn something new every day. You look like you can walk me to heaven. My friend, if anything, we're going to walk each other to heaven. I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. None of us can do it alone. We have to do it together. And we can make Earth our heaven as well. That's the thing that people should realize. How did you become interested or versed in these topics? Sounds deep but satisfying. Yo, dude, that's a loaded question you're asking me, because a lot of things contribute at the end of the day to the things you become interested in. And I feel it definitely was this almost very synchronistic happening, event after event after event, that pushed me into different states of consciousness to lead to me being where it is I am right now. And the only thing that I've really realized in this whole process is that it's not something that is uniquely to me. I feel in some ways maybe I was pushed to do that faster than would be expected of me normally. But I feel it's something we're all capable of, friend. So, I mean, just tune in. Just keep tuning in. Tune in to whatever it is you believe is going to benefit you and the whole. Never cut your hair, man. Well, like eventually it's probably not going to grow as it does anymore, friend. And I feel if I start going even a little bit bald, I'll probably just shave my head. I'll lean into that experience as well. Be careful, loving everybody in the world. Probably get the clap. There's a difference between loving everybody and, having intercourse with everybody. Because when I say that I love you, and I do love you, it comes from the knowing that all I am is the I that we are. You know, this I consciousness, this awareness of, be it our lives, be it our bodies, is the same for every single one of us. We all have that I am, and then we add our names. I am Meltmore. But where does this I come from? This am Meltmore is the thing I'm attaching to what I am, the I. Meltmore doesn't have me contained in it any more than the word water contains something that's wet, right? And it's from that like I that I love, and a love for myself, that I can love you as well, because I know that I is present in you as well. And that's what it means to love everybody, friend. Not to have sex with everybody, but to witness and to notice and to acknowledge as well that the same being that you are, they are as well, and for that reason they deserve your respect. Hello from Ireland. Hello to you. They're writing insults, but Arabic people are limited to that when they have no subject. P.S. I'm from Arabic origins. You see, I was like feeling that as well, and that's why I chose to say the things I chose to say about it, friend. Because even throughout, through an insult, I can create something that's positive. Dude, keep the flow. I'm trying to. Hey Lisa, it's nice to have you here. Cable, yeah, too many trolls. It's okay. I love the balance. I love the balance out. Yeah, I'm also so chill with it, my friend. The most downest of Earth pros. I love you, Scorp. It's so nice to have you here, my friend. Like the scarf, so psychedelic. Thank you, friend. Heath is dead. Unfortunately, he is. May he rest in peace. Don't think Heath had the accent either, right? No, he didn't. So, what are you doing? We're having a conversation, friend. We're co-creating here. You asked me what it is we're doing, and now I have to think for myself. Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm breathing. I have my eyes open, so I'm seeing stuff. The wind is blowing over my skin, so I'm cold. I'm feeling. We're here. We're in this moment. We're being, friend, and we get to share this beingness with each other. You always pop up on my feed when I'm scrolling. Keep it up. Greetings from Germany. Love to you, Beam. Thank you, friend. It's nice to have you here. Some people like to heckle for fun, so in a way, you are giving them joy similar to the rest of us. Exactly. Like, that's how I see it as well. If you want to heckle or hate, that is going to be your expression. And if that is the expression that you feel you need to have in your life, then it's going to be divine in nature. Because who am I to say that expression shouldn't be? I don't think it's the expression I want to have, but that doesn't mean I am allowed to take it away from someone else. Some people, for real one, damn, tattoo for the word, DMT tattoo for the word. I'm gonna get one of those as well, dude, definitely. Yeah, I had no idea the molecule was so large. It's large and very complex, like comparatively to like some H2A receptor antagonists. Yeah, oxytocin is very complex. What's your backstory? Oh, just casual. Dude, like I would probably get into the backstory if we had more time, but the problem is I'm so far behind. We're gonna have some birds laughing at us. The cutlotters are back. The background is so African. Yeah, it is. High or manic? I'll let you figure it out for yourself, friend. Are you in school? Not anymore. Well, if you want to think of life as a school, then yes, very much so. And I'm here right now in class. I'm attending. Yo, breath smells like shit. Maybe you should stand a little bit away from me. Like if you're right here up in my face, you're going to smell my breath, dude. Sad for those people. It is 300 times a minute. Tattoo, 300 times a minute. That sounds about right. Maybe it's like 70k, not 700k then. Thank you, friend. Tattoo, I didn't know you had a tattoo. What is it? It's an oxytocin molecule, Lisa. It's it's basically a compound that your body produces when you have physical contact with another being. That's like the basic, most bare bones way of explaining it. 1 year from now, see you then. See you then, friend. Man, life is gonna take us places. I didn't think in terms of stabbings. Yeah, dude. I'll be getting a text next week. I look forward to that for you, friend. Noise, what you get in, guaranteed. It's is this a cult show? No, it's not, my friend. Try the soul of your dear. Allergy 55, yes. Hey, Siobhan Keval, are you at school? Yes, my definition. Imagine getting your feet. What's in the cup? I'm drinking water, my friend. This is a cult. This guy looks like a cult leader. So, like, you know what's interesting to me? Because I know the reason people try and identify you and people try to like pin you down as like, oh, let's say this example of, oh, you're a cult leader, you know, is because they think as soon as they name you, they know you. But hell no. Oh, hell no. I don't even know who I am, dude. And I've been living with me my whole life. How can you try and know me by naming a single word? Huh? Not, dude. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm just your mirror. If you see a cult leader in me, maybe you see a cult follower in yourself. Huh? Think about that, dude. Self-reflect a bit. Think about it for a second. As a cult leader, oh, by the way, yes, I have my foot covered, and it was pretty intense. Your foot covered in a tattoo? On B? I'm guessing. That's so cool. I didn't actually know about that. What's in the cup? Water. I'm drinking water. What's in the cup? Water. Oh, Cable. Yeah, Cable is already in too deep. He's trying to convert people by this point. My son has poetry homework. I said I need Cable. I can't figure it out. Dude, poetry homework. Cable would be the OG in that case. Hey, Viking Queen, Candace, it's nice of you to join us, my friend. DAB, hells yes. Yeah, I knew it. Cable is down for it. I'm getting it on my arm somewhere. Maybe back of my shoulder. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm craving one. Maybe something to do with astrology or my grandmother. Maybe do something that's a bit of both. Maybe get your grandma's astrology sign. Combine the two. Uncle Becky. Yeah, Uncle Becky is here with us as well. To you friends who don't know, Uncle Becky are one of our friends that are tuning in today. He's also a streamer here on Arpan. Him and Mrs. Boop the Snoot, they live on r/Haywire Hill, and they also try and do not the same thing I'm doing, but the same thing that we're trying to do, and that is bring light and love into this world through our actions and through our streaming, you know, because we have the power to make the world a better place by actively choosing just to do that. And yeah, he does that. Like this morning, he had a wonderful stream as well, him and Aunt B, where they were just walking with the pups around the farm. Man, it's such a blessed time to spend time with them. And me and Uncle Becky call each other light buddies. And this is something I'd encourage you, friend, to try and find for yourself. Or you can think of all of us as being light buddies as well. But basically, the light buddy idea is that you have a friend that lives on the other side of the world. Which means that when I have sunlight, Uncle Becky doesn't. And when Uncle Becky has sunlight, I don't. So at all times in the world, there's going to be a being, a buddy of light that has light from the actual sun and brings light to the world. And by doing this, we have this perpetual motion of light being brought into the world, no matter where we are in the world. I've got a tattoo on my ribs, did the same thing, held my face in my hands and shook, but tried to stay still. Yeah, it was hectic. It was really hectic. It's nice to have such a talented poet as a friend. Oh, it's so nice to have you friends as friends. Hi, greetings from the Netherlands. Greetings to you as well. I'm lagging because of so many people. That might be it. What is that? It's water, I guess. Probably not. Hashtag of people causing. It's a tree doesn't unblock it Wi-Fi. Like the tree, there's nothing really in the way of the Wi-Fi, and I have full bars. It should be good. I think your connection to if Cable did your kids' poetry, it would be so in depth and woke. All the kids in the class would float into outer space after the poem ended. Oh, definitely. Former child, you too. Yeah, me too, friend. Anyone else skipping? You can skip, friend. You can skip. Wouldn't be addicted to bananas and dancing. You were adorable. Thank you, friend. I appreciate your love. Melts YouTube. Thank you so much, Aunt B. Why are you doing here? Well, I think you know by now, friend. I think you know. I cannot argue with that at all. Discord too. Thank you, friend, so much. I love you for the lack of attachment. So humble. Love you, man. Love you too, friend. Still drinking water. Charlatan means crafter. Yes, I like crafter as well, because I feel then charlatan, the three C's: charlatan, crafter, creator. Maybe four C's: communicator. Maybe five C's: crier as well sometimes. Five C's? Yeah. I'm still drinking water. Do sound like you're an acid. I'm not. I'm happy that you think that, because it means that I've reached a state where I sound like I'm tripping, even though I don't have to trip. So, I mean, stonks, I guess. No one who is Weird Al is anymore. No one knows who Weird Al is anymore. I only know who Weird Al is because people think I am Weird Al. You're intuitive and living the moment. That's it. Absolutely, friend, dude. Only us older folk. I'm proud of you, SDN. Keep sharing your light. You are the light and love. It's inside you. Love to you as well, Lisa. All of us have this love and light inside of us, fortunately. Oxygen is a fucking wonder drug. People don't know. It's okay, they will. I do believe that more and more so people are going to start realizing just the power of like breathwork exercises. Intention as well. Like setting intention. My intention for this cup of water was unity today. And then we got to be united with so many different perspectives and souls. It really is an absolute blessing. I did a breathing meditation session, and it was in a temple in the woods when I closed my eyes. Man, like, I want to go into that as well, Candace, because it's weird how you can kind of end up in, it's usually kind of in a type of woods area where you'll meet like these weird indigenous tribes that have been living in these woods forever, and they'll speak a language that you won't recognize, but you will know what they're saying. It's, yeah, like, and why does your mind take you to a place like that? You know, just do something like meditation. You remind me of my best friend. He's Brosnian, and you both have the same style in expressing yourself. That's fantastic, friend. I hope he does the same thing that we're trying to do. Bring love and light into the world. Breathwork is intense, it really is. People save a lot of money by learning meditation to get high instead of drugs. Yeah, why not? Like, meditating at the end of the day has been proven in so many ways to have benefit. And if it's something that can put you in a psychedelic state of mind, why wouldn't that be something that you'll consider or pursue? Ooh, a rapid fire of awards. Thank you for the hugs, for the tree hug, for the helpful, for the other helpful. Zonin, Viking Queen, Monk Life, my friend, and Crunchy Pell. It's nice to have all of you friends giving your love to me as well. I found this realization of my insignificance to be so liberating. We're so insignificantly significant. Yeah, literally. Man, like it makes the sheer like concentration of our like, it's like this flash, you know, our like a single life lived in the grand scheme of this universe, like this flash of experience of happening. Oh man, now I'm tripping out about the whole your life flashes in front of your eyes and how that can feel like a moment when it is technically just a moment in the grand scheme of the universe. No, too much, calm down, dude. Yes, it's so powerful, absolutely. What is up? How are you? I'm doing good, Banana. How about you, friend? You weren't able to do this before August 19, 2019. Yeah, this is something that's very new. We're in a whole new mindset as a species. Thank you for bringing awareness up. Earth's worst and best, exactly. Yeah, this is the way, friend. Like again, we're not we're not shying away from any aspect of our humanity. We're just like we're becoming aware, acknowledging both sides of it, and choosing a side. That's what we're trying to do. Mm-mm-mm. This is a vibe I really need today, and that's why we found each other, my friend. Thank you for your vibe as well. How did they live stream from the moon in the 60s? Probably just direct communications, but it's not exactly the same thing, dude. You know, they literally had dedicated TV channels just for the live streaming of the moon landing. I have a cell phone. You have a cell phone. And now we're like, like it's not really comparable. Me and Mel sharing the same brain again, dude. I feel like meditations or any other psychedelic trip is just a detachment from the observable universe, and you kind of have a perspective similar to the non observed quantum state of things. Yeah, literally. Literally. You're like in the state of like flux, where things can go either way, but they're not. So you're like in this like kind of melting energy, and it's fantastic. Meditation and like intense psychedelic states can get you to that point. You're very right. But I feel like you're using the word of like detachment from the observable universe. I feel it's more an awareness to the underlying fundamental nature of the universe instead of a detachment to it. Ugh, a piece of bark. It was kind of sharp. If we change the human, we change the world. Absolutely, Uncle Becky. I couldn't agree more. Hello from Australia. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for sharing your time with me as well, friend. Are you like a prophet? No, not at all. I don't know anything. I love you, Mel. I love you too, Cavo. Thank you for sharing. I shall be going now, but I wish for you infinity. Thank you. And thank you for the gap in between your words as well, dude. I feel like it made the infinity feel a little bit longer. No, true. We are not the worst. We just are. We learn just as well as the planet does. It learns and also adapts. Absolutely, Candace. And we're in that union, in that learning and co-created union with one another. We're not separate. If we were separate, from each other or from this world, we would just cease to be. Right? You're like, oh, what do you mean, dude? I think of myself as this individual. I'm like, yeah, take the earth away? Leave you as the individual, an empty void of space? How long do you continue being? Huh? You're not separate. We're not separate. Not from this world, not from each other. And it's fantastic. And knowing that, we get to love one another truly. Kind of feels like the real beauty of the universe relies in the disillusion into your reality to the point that you're not observing it. You're part of it. Yeah, exactly. I feel, man, it's the whole knowing is being and being is knowing thing, where like the fact that you are being means that you get to know that you are being, which means that you know that you are being. And it's like when you meditate, you're moving from the knowing mind, I know this is a cup, I know this is a blanket, to the what is it being? This thing is containing liquid. This thing is keeping me warm. The knowing of it and the being of it, even though are one and the same, have almost separate feelings to them. And it's in like moving into that beingness of your nature that gives you that psychedelic state as well, I think. No such thing as good or bad in nature. It's all just personal perspective. Everything is perfectly neutral. Absolutely. Cosmic. Hey, Cable, DMU. There we go. Are you an almost a mystic. No, I don't know what that is. So I don't think so, friend. I don't try and box myself in. I am. I am that I am, friend. That is all we really are. Huh. Just landed a burb next to me. And it looks like it's eating from another burb's leaves, feathers. Like we had this pheasant in the tree, and we took it down, and the dogs got to it, and this burb is like kind of curious about the feathers, pecking in them. Good that you share this. I'm on my own path, and it's amazing. Like I feel in sharing this path with one another, we broaden our perspectives, because I feel honestly this is a co-created experience. Like your friends' perspectives basically influences my perspective, and then I get to share that influenced perspective back to you, and as a result of this, it's this constant union, flowing, melting together of perspective, and it's growing, it's like expanding, all encompassing, brings it together, consolidates things. Nature is neutral, how we perceive it makes it good or bad. Yep. Exactly. Of the whole what? Hello from Texas. Hello to you. Hello Lisa. How are you doing today? The wind makes me want to fly a kite now. Fortunately, it calmed down a little bit again. We should have kind of decent audio quality, hopefully. It's great. It's my son's birthday. Thanks for asking. Oh, Lisa. Man, I don't know if he'd be willing to or would want me to, but like tell your son from my place or right here, just happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday, man. I hope you have an absolutely blessed day. This is my tease. I love how you are speed dating through the comments to catch up, Mr. Smitey calling me out. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to. Like, I don't think I'll be able to today. But maybe if I speed date even faster, these comments. Oh, happy birthday to your son, absolutely. Oh, yay, happy birthday, there we go. All you need to astral project to my house for brownies and milk. All of you need. Yeah, let's just, like, can you eat cookies or brownies and milk while you're astral projecting? I'm just kind of imagining myself like there now, and like grabbing, and it just kind of like phases through my ethereal hands, and I'm like, oh man, I astral traveled so far for so far for brownies and milk, only to not taste them. Also have hello to you, Viking Queen. Viking, can we have the brownies first, then astral AP? I don't know what the AP means. He's 18. I can't believe he made a mother and the most important job. I can't believe he made a mother and the most important job on this earth, made me a mother. I'm so grateful for him. I'm sure he's just as grateful for you, Lisa. Like, I feel like at least what I've heard from you and the way that you try and like expand your own consciousness and your understanding for him, like, yeah, I'm sure he's just as grateful for you, my friend. That is what is known as microstate. Reflects all states of the whole / macro state. Yeah, it's cool, right? Thank you, Jovan. Good afternoon to you as well. Everyone is suspicious. It's nice to have you here again. Mammy, it's nice to have you. I made it here. Woo! Happy days. And you are all here. Mammy, did you already go to the dentist? I'm curious, my friend. I think you might have. Happy birthday to your son. There we go. Happiest of birthdays. So many loves being sent. Ciao. Let's see how many hours behind you are today, JK. You look pretty in this frame. Quite cinematic. Oh, thank you so much. Ciao. I mean, we are having this scene, if you will, co-created by our beautiful and illustrious host, the sun. So thank you. This is usually a shot that we don't have because I'm usually sitting in the shade, but it's cold and it's late day sun, so mostly red spectrum light. Should be okay. Won't get as much cancer. Hey Mama, there we go. Exactly, Uncle Becky. If we change the human, we change the world. I really love that. I haven't actually heard it said in quite that way. Not dancing right now. Lavender Flower, how did you know? How did you know I'm not dancing? Who told you? Is it because you don't hear music? Or is it because I'm seated? Or is it a combination of the two that like gave it away? My mammy, how are you feeling? I'm also curious. I was just thinking, where's Kiki and her nibbles? And then Bark showed up to nip you. Like, there is maybe you like projected that into my field of being. Then I was like, got a little bit of bit. Kiki is chewing some feathers and she's coming close. Hey, sir. Hey, Voos. Come here, come here, Kiki. As you're talking about Kiki as well, Candice. Come here, hey, je boef there. Hey, je boef there, kies. Like she has something in her mouth. She's probably not gonna want me to pick her up. Oh, come here, come here, come here. But I want to show you, friends. Dogs, you go and chew your feathers, you. Thanks, Yader, for the good wishes. I miss them. No problem at all, my friend. Two, no bites, just bark. Oh man, that's really good. No bites, just some bark. Man, you're really clever, Jovan. I just want to tell you that's so clever. I didn't even for a split second think of that. How neat! I love that. I see what you did there. Unfortunately, I have a work meeting. Wishing you all eternal blessings in your lives. Thank you so much, Nate. Eternal blessings to you as well, my friend. I appreciate you spending this time with us today. I came to omnistic mysticism through my ethnographic work with different religions and ethnic communities around the world. I found that all religions had some piece of the truth, but no single religion had the complete truth. Mysticism is the... Your comment got cut off, friend, but I would like to read the rest of it because I was really intrigued. I think a lot of what you're saying has some... was resonating with me personally, at least, because I do believe there is this, larger than us nature to this universe, but everybody tries to define it in their own like perspective, and as a result of that, different perspectives form different gods. The Buddha, Jesus, Confucius. You go into the different like religious belief systems that people went into. It's basically someone choosing to say that this is how it is, and then a bunch of people basically agreeing upon that. Religion is when a bunch of people come together and agree about what God is. Where spiritualism for me is you try to have a one-on-one connection with that, and not saying to it or to yourself what it is, but you just trying to feel into that nature and what it might be, really feel into it. Oh, I would love to hear more of your perspective. Yeah, I'm also curious. That was a cool comment. Love your energy, man. Putting a mirror from here to loop the energy forever. Thank you, my friend. Love to you. Infinite love to you. Sorry, my hands are kept busy cooking food. I'm doing okay on antibiotics for the next 5 days. Haven't had to take antibiotics in over 5 years. Did you get antibiotics after the dentist appointment? All religions lead to one ultimate destination: peace of mind. I think like that is the draw with religion as well at the end of the day, is it gives people peace of mind. It gives them this thing that they can kind of settle into, right? Because it takes away some of that asking inside of ourselves, because I do believe that we as humans are constantly in search, in search of something, be it material wealth, be it sexual satisfaction, be it the best meal, be it the coolest toy, be it the whatever, all humans have their things that they're looking for. And I feel choosing to look for, the truth in my own nature and my own experience of life, and how I'm choosing to communicate how that choice of communication then in turn influences my world, and it being this like big, like it loops in on itself basically, instead of just kind of being at peace. Like I feel I am at peace to the point where I'm like, I know that I don't know. Maybe that is where I'll find peace, if anything. And I'll be at peace when I'm in a meditative state. But I feel I don't want to be at peace like in this state where I am right now. Because I feel sometimes if there's like a little bit of a wobble in the waves, you know, like my infinite ocean of consciousness, albeit something I think is stable, still has some ripples to it, you know, that keeps me a little bit of a woo. That's a lot of burps. It keeps me a little bit agitated, you know, keeps me moving. Never want to stop. Never want to be completely 100% only at peace. Because I think, well, I mean, that would be a perspective in its own and an experience, but yeah, I think there is still value in some of the chaos that we experience in this life. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Aunt B, thank you so much for sharing this time with us and for sharing your love with us. I hope you have a great day. How was the appointment? Just read your response. That should kick out inflammation. I think it should as well, yeah. Like, but that's probably just what they're trying to stop. Like, you don't want inflammation. It's not fun. Aunt B was so nervous. I broke out in a heat rash. The dentist was lovely. I'm so happy to hear that. What you did in the name of God and the good you did in its name, if you feel deserving to be in the presence of God and living in heaven. Yeah, I think that is like the whole understanding, at least, where we're creating our own heavens for ourselves right now. Like like we can be in heaven right now in our state of being. But if we dilute it, separate ourselves from it, that's when we feel we live in hell. Lurbs, seeing birds picking at each other's feathers, preening is what it's called. They're showing affection and grooming each other. That is beautiful, Jovan. Oh, Jovan, that is so sweet to watch. It really is. Oh, Young Tex, it's nice to see you again. My brother, long time no see. Hope all has been amazing in SA. Stay up, brother. Thank you, friend. Love to you as well. Things have been, yeah. I'm not gonna say things have been amazing in SA, but I appreciate your love, friend. How have things been on your side? We are God. We are God. We are in heaven. We don't need to do tasks or tests to deserve anything. We are the expression of love. These are personal views, of course. I know, but I still respect them, Candace. And I feel in a lot of ways I do agree. Like, I agree to the point, like I feel the we are God, you know, is very easy to say I am God as well in that sentence or that structure. And I don't consider myself to be God. I would consider myself to be a divine individualized expression of that God. You know, if everything in this world, okay, if you want to think of it as a from a perspective of an artist, the way an artist puts down lines and paints is an expression of them. And my physical body and the way that I am throughout my entire being could be as a brushstroke in God's mind, right? And in that way, I am an expression of that divinity. But I am not that divinity. I know that I am a very small part of that. And I get to give thanks, and I'm grateful to that wholeness, you know, that I know we're all part of. Hey, Zane, it's nice to see you as well, dude. Thank you for joining us today. So very happy to be here. So very happy to have you here as well, Kristen. As always, work life is pulling me away. I'm grateful for you all and our time today. See you all tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Yater. Thank you for the time you spent with us, my friend. The light looks so pretty as the sun sets. Is it a pretty sunset? It's still kind of in the air, so it hurts if I look at it directly. But it's, yeah, there's some clouds as well. I think it's gonna be a nice one. I'll show you, Jovan, when it like gets close to setting. I'll show you, friends. Just remind me if I forget, because I know I do. I get so in a mindset. Like, do remind me if I forget. See you later, Yater. Hope your day is productive and fulfilling. I'm sure it will be. Thanks, Jovan. Hope your day is great as well, Kiki. If a person represented each religion and they all stay around the lake and pointed to the center, they all would be viewing the lake from a different view. Yeah, and they would describe the lake differently because of the different views that they had. They'd be like, oh no, there's a mountain behind that lake. And they're like, what are you talking about? There's no mountain behind the lake. There's just flat surface behind the lake. Because the one is looking at the side where there's no mountains, and the other one is looking at the side that there is mountains. And they're both right in their own limited perspective, but they're not right in the grand perspective. And I know in the same way, I can't be right in my perspective. Not perfectly right. So in that knowing, I encourage you, friends, not to believe anything I say, but to listen to it and then feel into your felt fact. Oh, this thing has been said. This is how I feel about it. That's what you should take away from. Speedy recovery, man. There we go. But pointing at the same direction and point happiness. There we go. Is that a robe? No, it's a blanket. Finding the best pair of haram pants. I actually have one of my haram pants on right now, so it's pretty comfortable. Pashmina and a blanket. I believe he's wearing not a robe. Yeah, you're right. SDZ, it's nice to have you here, my friend. Did you hit front page as well? I'm really curious, because I was jokingly saying to you, see you on the front page. I know these streams don't really go front page, so I was like very much jokingly say, see you on the front page. And then we ended up actually going front page. So, I mean, and again, that's just life. Life is so funny in that way. When you expect the least, life can really give you so much. And I love it. I love not knowing shit. I don't know anything. What's a pashmina? This thing, my friend. This thing is a pashmina. Must have haram pants to be in my Melt's cult. Yeah, like as soon as you sign up to the cult, we give you a pair of haram pants. We cut your normal pants from your body, and we give you haram pants. You're never allowed to wear anything else. The scarf around his neck is a pashmina. Thank you so much. Thank you for the wholesome. Is that a real background or a green screen? It's so perfect looking. This is IRL, my friend. I'm very happy that you appreciate this background, because this is technically the first time we've ever had it. Okay. The sun is almost setting. This is the first time we've ever had this background, because I had to get a little bit closer to the tree, and usually that sun is like blasting down on my face for the entire stream. But fortunately, it wasn't like that today. Man, what a vibe. There you go, Jovan. Specifically for you, my beloved friend. Scoop. Better? It's like probably 2 degrees off. Maybe like 1 degree off. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Peachy Little Lemon. It's nice to have you here again, my friend. I probably... Oh, I didn't miss that much, actually. That's real. That's a cool tree. Sick vibes. Thank you for joining us, friend. Where are you? I'm in South Africa. It's right. Don't look at the sun. Oh, it's like starting to set now. I feel this is the longest I've been able to look at the sun. I know I'm not doing it for too long, and I'm also trying to focus it on different parts of my retinas. So okay. It's so beautiful. I can't stop looking at it. I want to show you again. Like, I feel now like it's kind of like dimmed. Like you can kind of look at it. Oh goodness, my, it's so gorgeous. I'll put you down actually, so you have a little bit of a more stable shot. Man. Good night, son. It was an absolute blessing spending the day with you. I think I've now settled that I wanna watch this sunset with you, friends. I don't think we've ever done this. No, I know we've never done this. Oh, like the thing is as well, doing things differently, quite literally, is good for your neurology. It encourages something called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is when your brain basically has the capacity to rewire itself, change, adapt. And that is really something that you want, you know. You want your brain to stay young in that way. Allow yourself to absorb and consider new ideas. Man, that's gorgeous. Like what was weird to me, I think it's because of those clouds. The clouds are like cutting some of the harsh light, but it's not cutting that much that I can't see the outside of the sun. Oof. Hot, take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It moves so fast, the last bit of it. Man, what a blessed experience to be able to share that with your friends. Let's get you set up and level again. Yeah, it's kind of level. I think I probably missed a few again. Don't look at the sun. I did it. Damn it. I did it. Just for a little bit. I'm just answering because he is behind on comments and making sure you get answered in case you have to go before he gets to your questions. Thank you so much. I know that's exactly what you're doing, and I really appreciate that, Candace. At the end of the day, even if, you know, they're not going to leave, at least they still know that there is someone that notices them, that sees them in the comments. No, I didn't get to the front page today, but it was a cool stream with friends, no trolls. I'm so happy to hear that. That's what you deserve, STZ. So cool that you did. Like again, especially with the non-anticipation of it, it was blissful. Oh, Ben is here as well. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Where is your joint, Melt? I didn't take it. Oh, take a joint. Yes, I'm not taking joint today, friend. I'll take joint tomorrow maybe again. Like we can do different things here, you know. Change it up. Encourage that neuroplasticity. That sunset's a breath of fresh air. I had to. I knew I had to, my friend. Thanks for the camera pivot. Proper sunset is a joy to behold. It really is, man. Like sunsets is something that can be so blissful. Sunsets and sunrises. And I got to see both today. Got to see the sun come up. Got to see the sun set. The thing that's weird to me is that it doesn't set, at least in my opinion, perfectly in a straight line opposite to where it like rises. And it kind of, like, I know it's supposed to make sense because I'm like at the bottom of the earth. So I have a little bit more of an angle that I'm viewing the sun with. But like that curve kind of like messes with my head. Beautiful, thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing it with me as well, Lisa. You make me smile, such a relaxed vibe. I enjoy listening to you and your young wisdom. Thanks for sharing and for the incredible views and the sounds of nature. Thank you so much. Juno, I appreciate your beautiful message as well, my friend. Love and light to you. I'm happy. I'm happy to be sharing this space with you. I hear somebody mooing. You're probably hearing cows mooing, my friend. Rara Hertz says no, the F out of there before the rattlesnakes come out. We don't have rattlesnakes in South Africa, fortunately. It's like going to see a play at a theater. There's different perspectives and blind spots depending on where you sit. Nothing about performance changes. All the perspectives are true. Yeah, exactly. Peachy little lemon. That is how it is as well. And being able to recognize and accept the fact that our different perspectives can be something that we can actually draw enjoyment from, and it can be something that we can bring towards lovingly. Like, imagine if instead of being like, how dare you bring that perspective, we're like, wow, thank you so much for that perspective. I felt for myself how I feel about that. I didn't necessarily agree, but you get to hold that perspective for yourself. And now that you've shared that perspective I don't agree with me, I get to feel into and I have a larger perspective on the thing that I do believe and the way that I do feel, And in that way, even negative perspectives can make you grow into positive perspective. Thanks for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing it with me as well, Ben. Like, this is a co-shared sunrise and sunset today. Man, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you, friends. Do you have the burbs called red-billed quillias in your area? I don't think so. Red-billed quillias? Like, just for the reason that it's called a bill, like, I'm assuming it's a little bit of a bigger beak. And the only big beaked bird we have is something called neushoornvoëls, and they don't have red bills, so probably not. Thank you for the gold, Mammy. I like gold. I also so very happy to have met you all. So very happy to have met you as well, Mammy. It's such a blessing to be able to share with you as well, man. We're closing the gap, growing in our interconnectivity. We have friends in Dublin, we have friends in America, we have friends in SA, we have friends in Israel, we have friends in Australia, we have friends in like a lot of the European countries, definitely Canada. We have some friends from South Africa as well. We had some friends from Jamaica the other day. Some from, I don't think we've ever had a friend from China. Some from Japan. Yeah. We're growing. We're literally growing. We're realizing that there are beings, and I want to put in quotation marks, like us. Because I don't want to be like, oh, there's beings outside, I am this and you are that. No, that's not what I'm saying. But the more I can't talk myself out of this one, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, more beings like us out there in the world, bringing love and light into the world, and it gives me hope. It gives me so much hope. How cold is it today in Fahrenheit? Okay, Celsius is fine. It's about it's probably like 50, maybe like 55, like I'm guessing in that range. It's like probably like 12 degrees Celsius right now. Redbird quailias are the most abundant bird on the planet and are in Africa. Do they have small little bills and also red eyes and black bodies? Just give me a little bit more of a description, dude. Like, just giving me the name red-billed quailias, like, that doesn't do much for me. I'm sorry, Fred, if I'm being spicy. Mammy, life's calling me away from the stream. I'll catch you on the Discord. You are all good. You all mean a lot to someone, and everyone in here deserves to be happy and content with life. Thank you so much, Mammy. Love and light to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us for as long as you did. Thanks, Mammy. Anytime Bolt's cool. India, Cable, of course. How did I even shift open? For some reason, and now that Cable is here, I can kind of bump him in the ribs a little bit. I didn't think of Cable as a friend in like India because he was just another version of me in India. How does that feel? Like I see you smiling, Cable. I see you smiling. mm, do you have any South American friends? I don't think we do. Not just yet. Not just yet. Hey, you're still here. I've been writing, poetry writing, after a long time. I've summoned you, Cable. You did! Like, it was almost like 100% synchronistic. As your bud, that is exactly what you did. 100%. Both of you and I are magical. Oh yeah. Like I have absolutely no doubts about this anymore. You know, the amount of synchronistic events that have started happening in my life since I started doing these streams. I literally cannot go back into doing anything else. Because it's like, imagine going through your life feeling like, what the fuck is it I'm doing? Am I doing the right thing? Da 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 da. And then suddenly, like, having the entire universe scream to you, yeah, 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 do that, yeah, do that, do that. Keep doing that, yeah, dude, that is it, yeah, that thing you're doing, yeah, that's what you should be doing. And I'm like, oh shit, really? Like, yeah, do that. But no buts. Just keep doing it. Okay. Little bit of a play into some of the freaking, like, I get into anxiety as to how much I have to be grateful for sometimes, you know. Just being overcome with the sheer beauty of like meditation, sitting and like opening my eyes and seeing like this tree above me and being like, why is it so beautiful? And just being like, well, it's being. There it is. You absorb it. Look at it. Take it for what it is. I'm laughing. I knew you would, dude. I'm going to get into poetry today also. Maybe poetry plus a little bit of an illustration. Oh, that's so gross. Kiki has flesh in her mouth. Ugh. Like the wing of a perished animal, unfortunately. I can guess. Do you have a place where you start? I'm enjoying this. I love you too, friend. Thank you for being in this space with me. My wife's from South America, so she's our friend, even if she doesn't realize it. Stonks! Yes, we have South American friends as well. We have almost collected them all. Now we should just, like, get a friend from each country in the Discord server and onto that little, what do you call it? Map, if you will. Just light up the entire world, you know. See everywhere poetry and an illustration. Ew, that's so gross. Ew, that's so gross. Oh, the bone. Like, I'll show you before I end the stream. Gross. That's gross, Kiki. Ew. Ew. But I mean, she is a dog. And like, it would be unfair of me to take from her this experience of her dogness, if you will. So I won't. I'll let her dog out, you know, do her own thing. Poetry and illustration. I mean, you're so well equipped, Candace. So well equipped. Imagine like a beautiful short form, like, and I'm not trying to be like, you know what? I don't have to apologize for anything because you know my intention is love. Like, I'm imagining like a kid's poem with like a beautiful illustration as like maybe the characters that were talked about in the little poem. But I mean, you know, like, I feel it. Yes, friend, by association, by the transmittive property, if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Wifey is a South American friend. Yes, because A equals C is our friend by extension. So technically, we probably already are friends with everyone in the entire world. Literally. Just because of the amount of people that we've met through these streams. You can technically do this with something like 7 people or 8 people, and we've met hundreds of people. So yeah, we know everyone instantly. Greetings from Bulgaria. I'm so happy that we have a Bulgarian friend, because I have a Bulgarian friend IRL. Like, I actually know the dude. The dude speaks Bulgarian. And he's, I think, I'm not supposed to say this, but I think, like, one of my best friends I've ever had in my entire life. You know? Like, me and him, he's like the opposite side of me. We can disagree about so many things, but we always agree on the things that we're supposed to. And I love him so much for that. And I love you, friend. Thank you for joining us from Bulgaria. The transmittive property is so powerful. Yes, it is. Kiki ate Estian Smokestick. And has the munchies now. That's the way. Like, I wonder if dogs would actually get munchies as well. They probably have endocannabinoid systems, but I'm not sure if their bodies are as equipped as our human bodies are to basically process tetrahydrocannabinol molecules. I'm going to read our friend Peachy Little Lemon's messages before we end it. So actually, if you read about creation of Adam and Eve in the Bible, it mirrors other ancient Far East myths and traditions, wherein people made sculptures of gods and breathed in them and believed the sculpture became that god. So essentially, the Genesis story is say God made people to embody him on earth, also giving us the potential to do as living beings, not just statues. I feel like I'm missing your point, Peachy Little Lemon. That hurts me because I don't like missing points. So, people deified statues by breathing into them, breathed in them and breathed in them. So they got into the sculptures of gods and breathed in them, and then they believed the sculptures became that god. And in the same way, you're saying, like in Genesis, God breathed into us, so we are as those gods, but we're not statues. I think that's what you're saying. I hope that's what you're saying. So, as God animated, not statues, because he breathed his breath into us, is the idea. Yeah, Poem Locker friend. Yeah, he's Bulgarian. He's Bulgarian, Jovan. Christian Yeneviev Vetrochenko, which is the, yeah, he's such a blessing in my life. I love him so much. We are creators as extensions of God. Absolutely. My friends, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. When I am with friends, I feel grounded and clear-headed and loved. I'm so grateful. You are so loved as well, my friend. And I feel just because of that, that is a perfect place to end the stream on. You are loved, loving, and lovable always. Because if you weren't loved by, your immediate family members, if you will, or all of source, you would cease to be. If you weren't loving, then you wouldn't have, felt about your life in the way that you did about anything that you loved. And if you weren't lovable, then you wouldn't be loved in the first place, right? So yeah, what is the word you used? Abstraction? Is it abstraction that you said? I would have used that word again. Friend by association. Transmittive properties. Yes. Yes, through transmittive properties, you are infinitely loved, my friends. I hope that you know that. I'm going to try and finish the comments first. Have you heard of the egg theory? I have, by Kurzgesagt. If you friends want to watch a trippy video, that definitely is one I'd recommend. Maybe I'll tell you about the nature of it before I end the stream. It basically goes into this scenario where someone dies and then awakens on the other side of what, there is. And he meets this God being, basically. And this God being shows him his life, and he shows him that he has been in each and every single one of us as our human lives. And these human lives that we've lived over centuries were basically like this incubation period where we learned how to be divine in nature. And every single time there's a new life being brought into this world, there is an expansion of that lesson happening. And as a result of all of the information that came before it, there might be it in DNA, be it through the transmission of information through your parents, be an evolution of that consciousness within that child. And the egg theory is that that consciousness evolution has to keep happening to the point of ultimate awakening, where we basically emerge from this egg as a god. It's interesting. It's a very interesting, very cool idea to consider, but I'm not sure if it's 100% what I want to believe. Don't be a statue. Transmittive property equals infinite love. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. My friends, thank you so much for joining me here again in this space. We do this every single day. If you want to tune in again tomorrow, we're going to be here again. Love and light to you, friends. I'll see you again tomorrow.